Yeah, she had a tremendous community around her.
She did.
Throughout her entire journey, and that really helped her so much. So I'm so glad that her legacy lives on, and
yes, it does.
that,
And now we're approaching the $1 million mark.
Oh, that's fantastic.
A cumulative $1 million over the 9 years.
Amazing.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
And we are
You're
so close. We are so close.
This
to
is
that
the
million.
year.
This is the year. We're going to reach 1 million. We're going to surpass 1 million.
That's
Yep.
exciting.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Tim here with the TMA Connection. Sitting right next to me is my awesome partner, Amy. And
Hi
today
there.
we have a special guest, somebody that goes back a long time with us. And I'm really excited because there is a charity event coming up, and we want to try to get it out there and bring you more information about it. So again, that's the goal of the podcast, is to connect you with the people that and the events that are making a difference in our community. And today we have Sandy Guzewich with the Chesapeake Cancer Alliance, the Executive Director of the Chesapeake Cancer Alliance. So, hey, thank you so much for joining us.
It's a pleasure to be here.
This
Thank you for inviting me to come in.
This is going to be fun. So,
Yes.
Before we jump in, let's give
Sure.
everybody a little bit of a background on who Sandy Guzewich is, and give us a little bit of an idea of why you're here today.
Absolutely. I am a Harford County resident for the last 47 years, and retired.
So you were born here.
I was. You're so
Did
sweet.
you like that?
I
Did you like that? Yeah.
No, I was just I was married very young. No, I've lived here for 47 years, born and raised outside of Niagara Falls, New York.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So, but Harford County public school teacher from right after graduation from Towson University, and started teaching here at Darlington Elementary.
Wow.
Then moved to Southampton Middle School.
Uh-huh.
And my last 24 or 26 years, I'll have to count, we're at Bel Air High School teaching math.
A legend at Bel Air High School, nonetheless.
Tim, thank you.
There's been so many people. I mean, so many people know Mrs. Guzewich as a phenomenal math teacher.
Thank you, Tim.
So, yeah. So, I'm sorry
Yeah,
for
I
cutting
do
off.
miss teaching,
Yeah.
not during COVID, but I do miss teaching. I do have my tutoring business, and I also tutor my grandson.
Oh, how nice.
So in math.
Good.
So I keep my finger in there.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's
I think you
awesome.
retired right before our kids started at Bel Air.
I did.
We didn't get to have that.
No.
I
That
had your
would've been
daughter
great.
during when I substituted.
Oh, okay.
She did. That's right.
I did.
Okay.
Yep.
Hope she was good.
She was. She was always my right-hand person. I knew I could depend on her.
Good deal. Good deal.
But I also do a great deal of volunteering here in Harford County. I've been part of Chesapeake Cancer Alliance since its inception in the fall of 2003. We are a fundraising organization, now the volunteer arm of Upper Chesapeake Health Foundation.
Okay.
So our goal, our mission, is to support the services and programs of Cancer LifeNet. So we are a fundraising organization. Every penny that we raise, we donate to Cancer LifeNet, so that all those services and programs for our cancer patients and their families are free of charge,
Okay.
no matter where they're being treated. As
Okay.
long as you're a resident of Harford County or Cecil County, you can use Cancer LifeNet at the Kaufman Cancer Center.
Wow.
And it's really a tremendous resource.
Absolutely.
My
it is.
family had personal experience, and we know of others that have really benefited from that. I mean, it
Absolutely.
doesn't matter where you're receiving treatment for
No.
your cancer. It's just if you're a
Right.
resident of
You can
Hartford
use
and
it.
Cecil.
Yeah.
You can
And
use
there's
it.
over 200 different counseling programs
That's awesome.
Over 200 counseling.
Wow.
I know one of the biggest one is the prostate cancer counseling group. They meet on Wednesdays with their partners, and that is a huge group that has really grown
Yeah.
and become, a huge fellowship group.
Well, that's like a support
The breast
group,
cancer,
right?
absolutely.
Okay.
For not only
breast
the
cancer
patients,
group,
but like the families.
for the whole
and For the whole family. Yeah.
And I also know that the acupuncture program that Cancer LifeNet offers to its patients is just invaluable because it really helps the patient deal with symptoms, possibly the discomfort from the radiation or infusion, and it's a great benefit, and it's free.
Yeah.
And you're working with a medical doctor doing acupuncture.
And it's free because of donations.
Absolutely. It's totally 100% funded philanthropically.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Philanthropically.
And it stays in.
It stays right
Stays
here
here.
in our home.
Yeah.
Right here in our
Yeah.
community,
Yeah.
serving our neighbors, our friends, our family in our community. And that's what's so wonderful. There are so many wonderful programs, but if you look at where the money goes, it doesn't stay, very little of it stays here in our community.
Right.
This stays in our community.
Right.
Yeah, and our fundraising costs are usually below 15% because our volunteers are so generous that they donate a great deal of the expenses for our events that we do.
Yeah, and a little bit later, we're going to talk about how people can donate
Absolutely.
time and money and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I'm kind of already nailed the next question. So
Sure.
I guess
Right. We can skip over that
you
one.
you want to steal my third question there?
Well, I mean, I feel very odd asking this question.
Well, then
because
I will ask it,
know.
and you two can talk more about it. So the name of the walk is the Amanda Hichkad Walk with
Yes, it is.
the Chesapeake Cancer Alliance. Who was, for those who don't know, who was Amanda Hichkad, and why is the walk named after her?
Okay. Amanda Hichkad was a young lady who moved to Harford County in about 2006, was a mother of 3 energetic boys, an incredible wife and friend. She was also a cancer patient. And she was a cancer patient at Kaufman Cancer Center using Dr. Phil, and she used the services of Cancer LifeNet. And she became very passionate and a huge advocate of those services at Cancer LifeNet. We decided to start a walk in 2014. So this year is our 9th walk.
Wow.
So in 2014, the first walk, Amanda had no idea why we wanted to name the walk after her. And she was very nervous about it, thinking that no one is going to come to this walk.
Right.
And I don't think she slept the night before the first walk because she was afraid that maybe only her friends and family would show up. And over 1,000 people showed up to walk. Amanda, we used her name because she was such an advocate, and she was a member of Chesapeake Cancer Alliance. But she represents so many cancer patients here in our community, young people who have cancer, who are trying to deal with those cancer, the journey, the challenging journey of being a cancer patient, but also being a mother, a wife, a friend, a neighbor. And so she represents any cancer patient that walks through those doors at Kaufman Cancer Center. But this is a legacy also to her family and to her 3 sons. So we continue to call it the Amanda Hichkad, and always will call it the Amanda Hichkad CCA Celebration Walk. And this year we're in our 9th year.
I just can't
And it
believe
has
it's
flown.
been that long.
I know.
That just blows me away.
It has, I know.
Because it seems like yesterday, for those that don't know, Amanda and I were actually friends. And I remember when she was asked to have the walk named after her, and she just couldn't understand, as you said, why? Why in the world?
Why me?
Why me? And, you know, she was very worried no one was going to show up, that we'd probably have like 100 people or something.
But you know, she was a wonderful spokesperson.
Oh, she was
That first
so
year, we
great.
did so many interviews.
Yep.
So many interviews.
Yeah.
And she was so poised and
She was,
so
yeah.
wonderful.
She's just
in
beautiful
the way that,
inside and out.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
She
it's
certainly was.
awesome that, and you know, even down to the logo for
Yes.
the walk, Amanda was a runner.
Yes.
You know,
yes. And that was her footprint there.
Yep,
Oh, wow.
she would run in lots of different races in the area, even
Even-
after chemo.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. She'd be
Jeez.
So, yeah,
she would be
she-
recovering from chemo, and she would be participating in these races.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had a tremendous community around her.
She did.
Throughout her entire journey, and that really helped her so much. So I'm so glad that her legacy lives on, and
Yes, it does.
that,
And now we're approaching the $1 million mark.
oh, that's fantastic.
A cumulative $1 million over the 9 years.
Amazing.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
And we are
You're
so
close.
close. We are so close.
This
to that
is the
million.
year.
This is the year. We're going to reach 1 million. We're going to surpass 1 million.
That's
Yep.
exciting.
Yeah,
That's exciting.
it really is. It's real exciting.
That's wonderful. Well, I think that you also answered the next question about how many years the walk has been taking
Yeah,
place.
9
But
years.
Yeah.
so, like everything, COVID sort of just set everybody a little bit back. So
It did, but
so-
we continued to have the walk virtually.
yeah, that's what I was going to ask you.
Yes.
So how did all of that evolve?
How did you guys pivot with that? Yeah.
Right. What we did was we asked our team members, we always go back to our former team captains and ask if they would like to form a team this year. And many of our team captains have returned over and over and over again. And we always recruit new team members, but we continue to promote the walk and ask that you do it in your own community. Walk on your own time, but take photos. So we had a huge Facebook presence because we wanted photos of all the different teams walking. And we asked everyone to make a sign and walk with your family and walk with your friends. So that's what people did. And we did the virtual walk for 2 years, and each year we raised over $120,000.
That is amazing.
So, and that was virtually.
Yeah, that's great.
And still people rallied behind it. They continued to participate, and it worked out just fine. It was a lot of fun.
well, unfortunately, cancer continues during COVID.
It does. That
I
did
mean,
not stop.
Yeah. So we had
Yeah.
to keep on providing
We
the
do.
services for the
Right.
patients.
And even our services from Cancer LifeNet had to change the way that they did because they couldn't see people face to face.
Wow.
Right,
They had
right.
to do it virtually. They had
Right.
to do computer Zooms,
Right.
different things like that.
Right.
A lot of call-ins, but they still needed, cancer patients still needed the nurse navigators. They still needed the
Yeah.
social workers. They still needed dietary advice,
Yes.
exercise advice.
Mm-hmm.
They still needed that. So the Cancer LifeNet team continued to work and continued to make those touch points with each of their patients.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
nurse navigators truly are angels.
They are.
I
agree.
We went through a cancer battle with my mom, and unfortunately, she did not win. But I was just shocked at how, you get the diagnosis of cancer,
Yes.
and then what?
Right.
What do you do?
Right.
And like the world keeps turning and things keep happening, and okay, well, when am I going to start treatments? What treatments am I going to have? And you're on this clock, and you feel like
Right.
time is precious, and
Yes.
you want to get started. And I just found that there was so much confusion for me as a daughter.
Absolutely. Right.
And for the rest of my family, just kind of understanding like what next steps there were. And I remember talking to a nurse navigator and just really feeling like we had a support,
Absolutely.
and that support just was
Absolutely.
invaluable.
And they will also go to your appointments with you because it's important too to have an advocate there with you who might be
Right.
taking notes because sometimes when you hear the diagnosis, you have cancer, boom.
Yeah.
You don't hear
Anything
anything
else.
else after that.
Yep.
Your mind is just whirling as
Yep.
to what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So having someone there, an advocate, whether it's a family member or whether it's a nurse navigator from Cancer LifeNet, is really critical and important.
Right.
And that nurse navigator can help you navigate
Right.
through your journey with cancer.
And it really is. It's a navigator. I mean,
It is.
really is a person that helps you figure things
Yeah.
out. And I didn't have that in the very beginning
Right.
because my mom wasn't, and it didn't, I know that it didn't matter where she was receiving care, and we found that out
Correct.
after the fact, but I kind of wish that we'd had that from day one because
Yes.
that would have really kind of helped us a lot.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
I'm just
Right.
so thankful that, Amanda told me about CCA and
Right.
told me about the Cancer Life Net, and hopefully we can help more people realize that it's a
We've got
free service.
A free service right here in our neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
My brothers, when they were treated for their cancer, both of them had to travel over an hour to their cancer centers. Our community does not.
Yeah.
We've got this incredible cancer center right here in Bel Air, the heart of Bel Air,
Yeah.
the heart of Hartford
Right.
County.
Yeah.
So for most people, it's maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes, as opposed to an hour
Mhm.
when you're feeling poorly.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
we also had, my mom was getting care from another hospital, but they worked in combination with Upper
Yes.
Chesapeake, and she was
Yes.
able to get her infusions here.
Oh,
and they
yes,
all,
absolutely.
communicated very well, so she didn't have to go down to Baltimore.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, it was just-
Because just going, sometimes by the time you get done with infusion, which could take up to 4 to 6 hours that you're sitting there,
Mm-hmm.
you're exhausted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just want to go home,
Right.
let alone drive another hour to
Right.
get home.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Well, we've certainly talked about the different resources that that you all provide. Let's talk a little bit more about the walk.
Okay.
Okay. So we got this
Yeah.
huge celebration coming up.
We do.
What's exciting about this year, though? I mean,
Well, this year, our honorary team,
Okay.
every year we have an honorary team. This year, our honorary team are the Valentine Leo Club,
okay.
right here in Hartford County. The Valentine Leo Club has over 200 members.
Wow.
200
awesome.
teenagers, adolescents,
200
who are
teenagers. That's
doing
awesome.
incredible community outreach service
Mhm.
in our community. So they were named the honorary team this year, and as part of that, they pledged to raise over $25,000. And yeah, 25,000. That was part of their pledge, and they've done it, and they've surpassed it
Already.
already. They did a huge raffle, a huge Yeti cooler raffle.
Okay.
They did a scratch-off raffle, and they did a huge bowling event at the Forest Hill Lanes called Strikeout Cancer. And people could buy lanes or sponsor lanes.
Uh-huh.
And they just, it was an incredible.
That's-
Incredible. And all the kids were there. All the volunteers were there with their T-shirts on.
That's
It was
awesome.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
that's incredible. And I guess the other big exciting thing is it's not virtual this year.
It's not virtual. We're in person.
Hey.
Yay.
We're back. We are going to be at the John Carroll School, High School, on Route 22, just east of Bel Air, Saturday morning, May 14th. Usually we get started around 7:30 with the actual ceremony starting at 8.
Okay.
But there's always giveaways, and we've got lots of giveaways. Thank you, Klein's ShopRite.
There you go.
Lots of giveaways. Starbucks will be there.
Okay.
And they'll be giving out their coffee, and that's free of charge. And we've got a swag bag for each participant. So we've got a lot of exciting things going on. There's always a DJ, so we can start rocking and rolling early in the morning.
Yep.
Tim was one of our DJs one year.
That was a few years
That
ago.
was a few years ago,
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
our first years.
That's
a lot
right.
of fun, a lot of fun.
That was
Yep.
fun.
So start rocking and rolling early, and we start the program at 8 o'clock with some ceremonial speeches and that type of thing. We do have, I think it's the Arena Club is going to warm us up. But keep in mind, this is not a strenuous walk. This is a ceremonial walk because there's over 1,000 people.
It's not a race.
It's not a race.
It's not a race.
It's a stroll. It's a great opportunity to see your neighbors, your friends, your family, and just have a great time walking together and walking for a wonderful cause.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
such a huge event. It's
It is.
It's a very special feeling being there
Yes, I
in that
agree, Tim.
morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is.
Great.
It actually, just sitting here,
It gives you a little.
It does. It gives me tingles.
It
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
yeah, thinking back of all the ones that we've done in the past
Yeah.
together.
Yeah. So many
Yeah.
people involved. So many people bring this together, and they just
Absolutely.
do a phenomenal job. And you know,
We couldn't do it without the team members at Upper Chesapeake Health Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
They're wonderful to work with, and they're very supportive. And the CCA volunteers and the team members at Upper Chesapeake, we work well together.
Mm-hmm.
And we coordinate our efforts, and we get it going.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I was a team captain with just our family of 5.
Yes.
And whoever
Yeah.
wanted to join in with us
Mhm.
for the first 5 years.
Yes.
And it was awesome.
Yeah.
We would have fun with it, and I think most teams do. They get their own shirts.
Oh,
and
they do. They dress up.
They dress
Oh
up.
yeah.
and
People go all
Theme-
out.
Themed T-shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had crowns one year. I think I've seen myself in some of those really old pictures.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is a great feeling, and yeah,
Yeah.
lots of good memories.
Absolutely.
So how
Absolutely.
can people? We know the walk
Yes.
is May 14th, and
It is.
gets started at 8 a.m. But how can people donate to
Yes.
the walk, whether they plan to walk or not walk? Is it
Right.
too late to get a last minute
Never
team
too
together?
late. It is never too late.
Okay.
And what you want to do is go to www.uchfoundation.org.
Okay.
There is a horizontal menu. Click on Activities,
Okay.
and that will drop down, and you'll see the Amanda Hichkad. Click on Amanda Hichkad. You can form a team. You can donate to a team. You can join a team. But those options are there. But it's www.uchfoundation.org.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Other than monetary or actually walking, is there anything that you guys need coming up? What's today's date?
Today's date is the 3rd.
Today's the 3rd, and
May
we're going on the
already.
14th. And of course, this is probably going to go out probably this Friday or Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
so about a week from the walk. Is there anything that you guys need still in preparation for the walk? Or do you
Oh,
guys
gosh.
ready to go?
We're really pretty close.
Yeah.
The only thing that we're still working on is getting our volunteers to help control traffic that morning of as
Okay.
cars come pouring in. And one other thing, too, that we need volunteers. Quite often it's dewy in the morning, and we have to
Yes.
wipe off the bleachers before people sit down.
It's a very important job.
It is an important job, and we were
Yes.
there at 6:30.
The dew
wiping-
wipers.
The dew wipers to get everything
For
ready.
more information on being a dew wiper, please contact Sandy Guzewich.
But yeah, Jordan Summers, our team member at Upper Chesapeake Health Foundation, has everything pretty well laid out at this point in time. But supporting a team, donating to a team, coming out and walk, that would be the best thing that you could do.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And is this is rain or shine?
Well, that is I'm looking at the card here. It does not say rain date. It used to say rain date on Sunday, but it doesn't say a rain date. I'm thinking that it's going to be sunny and wonderful weather on Saturday the 14th, and we're not going to have to worry about
It doesn't
rain.
matter because Amanda always makes sure that sun is shining on her day.
She does.
So,
She's an angel.
I mean,
always
really, it does.
looking
That's right.
over. I remember, and I don't know if you remember,
I do. I know exactly what you're going to say. It was the bird, right?
Yes.
Yes.
We were at Ripken Stadium.
Yep.
It was the second or third walk.
Oh yeah.
And it was overcast
It was the
and
first
gray.
one.
I think, Tim, you were our DJ that day.
Okay.
It was the
and-
first one after she passed away.
Yes.
Yep.
And I'm up on with the microphone starting to talk, and all of a sudden the sun breaks through the crowd or
Yep.
the clouds.
Mm-hmm.
And it had to be Amanda.
It was
Yeah,
a magical
because
moment.
it was a magical moment.
Yep.
And again, that's giving me chills
Yeah.
all over again.
Yeah.
Do you remember I don't know if it was an eagle or a hawk flew over too.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It was
Yeah.
just,
Wow.
yeah. I mean,
I know.
Amanda's just all over this with her mantra of faith, grace, and strength. And
I think
boy,
only
she just,
1 year have we had to postpone because of rain. Only
Okay.
1 year.
Okay.
So, knock on wood.
Knock on
we're
wood.
not postponing this year either. We're
No,
gonna-
no.
It's going to be sunny and bright and beautiful.
That's
Mm.
On
right.
Saturday, May 14th.
I am going to rewind and say, delete that comment. Because it's not going to be necessary.
That's right. That's right. Well, Sandy, I want to acknowledge you. I mean, I've known you for a long time. You are a ray of sunshine.
Oh,
You bring a positive energy, and you make a huge difference with anybody that works with you, has a friendship with you. You are a blessing,
Oh,
and I am
Tim, thank
so glad that you've come in today
This has been a pleasure.
to promote this walk. People, you gotta get out there. You gotta get involved. This is a great organization, and I want to thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you for having me. This has been wonderful.
Yeah,
A lot of fun.
give everybody
Catching
that
up.
contact information one more
sure
time
will.
with the website.
It's www.uchfoundation.org. And if you click on activities and then click on the Amanda Hichkad icon, it'll take you right there. So you can join a team, donate to a team, or create a team.
And the easiest thing you can do too is you can share this interview and share it with your friends on all of your social media platforms. It's going to be on Facebook. It's going to be on Instagram. It's going to be anywhere you listen to podcasts. And let's get the word out about the Amanda Hichkad CCA Celebration Walk. Sandy
the
Guzewich,
9th annual.
thank you for joining us today. Please connect with
you.
us at the Markland Advantage on Facebook and Instagram. You can look us up on YouTube at the Markland Advantage as well. And again, check out the walk. Amy, thanks for joining me in the studio today. Sandy,
Tim, it's
you
been a
are a
pleasure.
pro. You are a pro. I love you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Did you want to say one more thing?
No.
All right.
I'm great.
Then,
Thank
guys,
you.
live your life to the fullest, and we'll see you soon. Take care.